Tonight. No, tonight. Yeah. No, tonight. Yeah.
What's happening? It's your boy Supreme. And today I'm here with my guy, King Hollis. What's up, bro?
What's going on, King? Pleasure to be on the show, finally be on the show. I just want to tell you, bro, I love your work. I love your knowledge. I love what you do for the culture. You're one of my favorite young up-and-coming YouTubers around. I definitely want to say thank you for having me on the show, man.
Bro, I really appreciate that, bro. And I really appreciate you for joining me today to talk about this book, man. It's divine timing. You just dropped the book. Let's jump into it, bro.
Well, King, a little basis, a breakdown of my story is I started about 5 years ago, homeless on the side of a Turkey Hill gas station. And one day a teacher had caught me talking to a group of players that was playing on the arena team. And she saw me the following day at the Turkey Hill gas station. And at this time, she didn't realize I was living there. She asked me to come volunteer to speak to a group of young men at Reading Intermediate High School. So I told her I would do it. At this point, I ain't know nothing about motivational speaking. I just wanted to go give some kids some words of wisdom. My life was shot at the moment. I had a cracked vertebrae. My mom had passed away of a drug overdose. My father was incarcerated. I felt like I had no love. I felt like I had no existence on this earth, to be truthful. But when I walked into that school and I spoke to those kids, within 5 minutes, they was in tears. I was sneaking in a hotel called the Abraham Lincoln Hotel in Reading, PA, and I was walking back there, and I got a phone call from the teacher, and she said, "William, how much do you charge to speak?" At this time, I don't know nothing about speakers. I don't know how much they charge. I said $75, $100 or something like that. When she called me back, she asked me, could I speak at an assembly of 500 students? I told her, absolutely. And I hung up the phone. I went into the hotel and went to the computer and typed in motivational speaker, and who popped up was Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. And when I watched this video, it inspired me, but it also taught me how important the voice is, the tongue, the power of your voice, and how the kingdom is truly voice activated. When I watched this video, I watched how he talked to the crowd. He talked about painful situations and kept humor in it to show the world that your pain will be your biggest blessing. And sometimes it's not as serious as we think it is. We just got to work our way through it and make a better way for ourselves. When I watched that video, I went and did that assembly the following week in front of 500 students. It got a standing ovation. After that standing ovation, fast forward, going on 6 years now, I'm one of the top speakers in the world. I'm over 500 million views on YouTube. I have the #1 football speech in the world. I have one of the second speakers to ever have a gold album through Spotify and iTunes. I've done amazing things, and I've done it because I realized that the best gifts come from the bottom. Right now, I'm positioned to be one of the top speakers of this generation, but my main focus and mission is to transform the culture, the mindset, the way we think about ownership, the way we think about working for other individuals. I want to teach individuals that it's okay for you to have a baby and a dream to work on. And it's okay for you to come out of the bleachers and get in the game. And that's what the best gifts from the bottom represent. It shows, it's the blueprint from that kid, that woman, that king, that queen that's sitting at the bottom right now that has no idea how to change their life. It gives you a blueprint on how to change that through strategy, education, and leadership. That's what it turns you into. Some of my key points in this book, it will read how William literally hit rock bottom and spoke his way from being homeless to becoming a top international motivational speaker in the world. 2, how to unlock your own gift that will transform your life and impact the world. 1, the one thing you must do if you really want to accomplish your goals and win no matter what. The key is stand out in this industry by utilizing your unique gift and by utilizing your connections. How do you take ownership of your brand and become an independent powerhouse? People ask me that question all the time. I took over the industry by breaking in, by serving, by giving out free samples, as they say. And those samples was absolutely amazing. See, when you give out samples, that's amazing. You showcase your work, and you don't just demand people to give you anything. You show them that this talent is real. This gift is real. Then your life will truly start to change. You see, I kicked down the door and understood that the internet has completely cut out the middleman. I know that every single one of us have a story inside of us that can transform this world and the mindsets of individuals around this world. The best gifts come from the bottom is a story from a kid from the projects. And this story is not just talking about my story. It's educating and it's teaching individuals how to go to the next level, how to connect with me, how to collaborate with me, and how to become your own individual, independent powerhouse, like my brother.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate that, man. This is, first off, bro, congratulations on the book and on life, because you got a dope story.
Man,
and I really appreciate people like you, because people like you inspire people like me. You feel me? Like,
Absolutely.
telling your story, and you know, it's not often people pass gems. You feel me? Like, so you giving us the blueprint, it really means a lot to anybody. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? Like that's some real stuff. Let me ask you this, man. Like, what's your overall like message? I mean, I see you giving back, you helping out people. You gave us the blueprint, but what's your ultimate message, man?
My ultimate message is just like this, and I want you guys to listen closely. I want you to imagine a royal king traveling through the desert. He lost his village, he lost his security, he lost everybody that was supposed to protect him. And when he was traveling through this, he saw foreign individuals. And these foreign individuals hit him with a tranquilizer, put him in a trance. And when he woke up, they took his gold, his culture, his style, his memory. They took everything from him. And when he woke up, he didn't realize that he was royal. So when you look at King Hollis, I'm just a king that remembered who we are. And I'm going to die awakening the sleep souls that walk amongst these projects, these hoods, these suburbs, these different countries all over the world. And I'm going to unite us as one. I'm going to transform the mind. I'm going to open your soul to something way more. Because I'm a 31-year-old king that transformed my life and speaking my way into a multi-million-dollar brand. And that's my name, myself, and my own entity. You see this book? It has an ISBN number in it. That represents ownership. That represents ownership. So anybody that I sell this book with, it's only a partnership. I turned down the #1 publishing company in the world, Folio. Well, in the United States, I believe. Because I believed in ownership. I believed in the teachings of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, in the recent greats, like Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, I see you. Rest in peace to Nip.
Ownership is what I represent, and I'm going to stand on that. Black-owned enterprise. With nobody telling us what to do, and nobody buying our culture because it's not for sale. You see, I know that our culture is a $1 trillion entity. And the moment we start fighting with each other and competing with each other, and start competing with the individuals that's truly competing with us, then we'll start to win. You see, I know that freedom only comes through economic power. And when I talk about this book, this is economic power. A project baby spoke his way out of the shelter into one of the biggest young speakers in the world. And the first thing I wanted to do when I got to the top is reach my hand back down to pull millions and millions and millions and millions of people that has hearts and courage just like me. It's not just about me. I realized at a young age, this life is less about ye, more about ye. It's about you. It's about the people. It's not about somebody telling you a story about pain and trial and triumph and you get nothing out of it. It's about a person telling you a story about pain, trial, and triumph and saying, let me show you how to escape yours. The best gifts that come from the bottom is my baby. This cover was created over 4 years ago. I just released this book because I wasn't ready. I didn't believe that I had the capability to write a book and share my gift to the world. But I had to take my own words of advice and run towards my dreams as fast as I can. Because I do know that greatness does not come to you. You must go to it. So go to greatness today and tap into one of the greatest motivational books ever written.
One of the greatest classic, bro. I love the title, The Best Gifts Come From the Bottom. You feel me? I feel like people often overlook the things you got to do to be great. You know what I'm saying? So the title speaks, you know what I'm saying, words to me. It speaks big to me because that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? The best gifts come from the bottom.
Absolutely.
When you rising up from the bottom is when you turn into that player that you never, or that you imagined before. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Les Brown said you got to see beyond your current circumstances.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
sir.
See yourself beyond.
Yes,
And that journey, you know what I'm saying, on the way to be that person that you see is what makes you that person.
Absolutely. And like I said, the crazy part about this story is the first speaker I watched to learn how to be a speaker is the person that wrote the foreword to this book. And that's the legendary Les Brown. My brother was actually was there in the studio with us when we was working in the studio and working as well. But here's the Les Brown foreword. You probably won't see it. And I want you guys to know this book is available. Autographed copy is $50. On Amazon, it is $35 to order directly from Amazon, be delivered in less than 2 days. And it also has a $9.99 Kindle version from your phone. The audio version is coming soon, but I'm going to wait on that because I truly want individuals to start reading again and stop listening. That's the problem. Everybody want to listen to other individuals. They don't want to hear their own voice. I want you to read again so you can hear your own voice and see your own future. That's what it's about. Like I said, this is available everywhere. And Les Brown is a great mentor of mine. The story behind that is one day I was sleeping in my bed, man, and I got a phone call. And a man replied when I answered hello. He said, "You have greatness in you." I hung up the phone the first time because I didn't believe it was real. He called back the second time. He said, "William, this is Les Brown." And that was the day I realized that my gift was bigger than anything I could ever imagine. I reached out to every major speaker in the industry. They all ignored me. I reached out for guidance and knowledge and how to harness this gift that I had on the come up. And I say this because I know it's another young individual out there that reach out to their idols all the time. You write them in the DM and they never write back. It hurts you so much because you believe in them and you thought they were a certain person that they possibly are not. One thing I realized as I grew and I became a big name guy, that everybody has enough time to stop and answer that email, answer that DM from that kid or that girl that's talking about committing suicide. I don't write back, I call them because that's my duty as a man. It's not about who's the greatest or who's the richest or who's the most famous. It's about who helps the most people. Who helps the most people become their greatest versions. That's what this life is all about. You see me, I'm 31, young, still growing, still learning, through trial and error, but I'm hungry. And I got a mission to awaken the mind, create financial wealth around the world, not just in the United States, around the world for black and indigenous people all over. That's my mission, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, bro, that's a dope mission. You know what I'm saying? That's very respectable. You know what I'm saying? You see the bigger picture. You obviously, you know what I'm saying, see it's more than just you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's the pinnacle of leadership. You know what I'm saying? John C. Maxwell. You know what I'm saying? When you create other bosses who create bosses, you know, it ain't just, you know what I'm saying? It's lonely at the top for real. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's really when, like, I always compare it to, like, the X-Men, like, how much doper Professor X would be if he could come to you and give you his power. That would be even more crazier than just he could read your mind. He could teach you how to read minds, too. So, that's some real leadership. I respect that, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Now, one more time, bro, tell anybody that's watching this video where they can holler at you at, you know what I'm saying, how they can shoot you that DM, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, where else they can get the book at.
You can shoot me the DM at William King Hollis. Also on Facebook is William King Hollis. Twitter is William King Hollis. Everywhere is William King Hollis. My website is kinghollis.co. Let me repeat that, kinghollis.co, K-I-N-G.
I'm going to have the links in the description.
HOLLIS.co. Lock into that and actually just go to kinghollis.co for everything because I'm connected. That'll connect you to every social network platform that I have. Check it out, guys. I have merch. I have everything. my backstory, go on YouTube and just search William Hollis and scroll up. Enjoy, because I need you guys to share those messages. Those messages are free from my heart. I woke up 4 years in a row and created motivation, homeless, for the world. That same motivation that got me as that guy King Hollis now. I started by waking up 4:30 every morning. So I did that for you. That's free of charge. All those speeches were free of charge. Only thing I want you guys to support me on is this book. It's black owned by a young 31-year-old kid that spoke his way out the shelter. And Folio and a lot of companies told me that you crazy if you think you can get your people to buy 1 million copies of this book. Let's prove them wrong.
Let's get it. It's my guy King Hollis. It's your boy Supreme. Shout out to the chosen ones. Best gifts come from the bottom.